Hello, YouTube. I can't seem to find a good spot to hold this phone because I'm holding it. Should have brought my selfie stick out here. Old man with a selfie stick. And it's going to be a little bit shaky. No, I don't know. Standing out here and nothing but clouds out here. All right, so updates. This old truck. Well, no leaks in the transmission, but I showed you all that metal collected in a pan. Yeah, it's not. It's going to last a lot less longer than I was hoping it would. It shifts directly into gear now, so it's still workable. Good thing I only dropped 5 miles down the road, but it was going when I was coming up a hill with the lawnmower in the bed. So anyway, I don't know. Rebuild kit's only $100 for like a heavy duty rebuild kit, so depends on what happens as to whether or not I'll strip it down and rebuild it. It'll be my first rebuild, but you know, if it works, it works. If it don't, whatever. Who cares? Update on the truck. That picture at the start. That's the truck. I'll have a better video of it later on. But so the story so far, all right, we went to Alabama, checked it out, came back, got a rental car, went back to Alabama, picked up the truck, dropped off the rental car the next morning. Well, I didn't pick the truck up. Stayed in a hotel, then went and picked up the truck in the morning, dropped the rental car off, and got about an hour away from Charlotte and stayed at the Loves. And let me tell you, okay, you people that are you got two people in the truck, you and your wife or you and your girlfriend or whatever, and y'all sleeping on the same bed. What in the world is wrong with you people? I ain't super fat, and my wife ain't much bigger than me. And, you know, I'm sorry, but that's uncomfortable. I can't do that. So I'm going to have to get a mattress for the top bunk, even though I want to use that for storage. What else? Anyway, so I dropped the truck off in Charlotte. Came back down here. Picked up Sharky. And drove up to Charlotte. Now, wait a minute. Yeah, I did that all in one day. So we drove up to Charlotte, and then we went and picked up a rental from the airport at budget because Enterprise wanted double the price. I don't know if they were gouging for Memorial Day or what, but they wanted $150 when just the other day I paid $58 for a car to go to Alabama from Statesboro, Georgia. Now, what in God's name is wrong with those people? I don't know. Anyway, see if I can get a better spot here in the wind. I don't think that's going to work either. Go off in every direction imaginable. Frustrating. Anyway, so did that. Dropped the truck off, got the rental. Actually, what did we do? When we dropped the new truck off, I got a rental to come back home from the airport. I kept the rental because, well, I drove an hour to get to Charlotte to drop the new truck off. And then we went and grabbed a rental and then drove 4.5 hours home. And then got up in the morning and, good Lord, this is terrible. I need my hat. Got up in the morning, went over and grabbed Sharky and drove that to Charlotte, and then drove the rental all the way back and dropped the rental off at the airport after picking up our vehicle at the house. And I only got charged one day for the rental because it was a one-day rental plus 6 or 7 hours, right? Because I picked it up at around 1 and dropped it off at 9 p.m. And how much was it? $80. And I got a $5.99 discount added to my Amazon account because I booked it through Amazon. So those of you that rent cars, if you use Budget, link your Amazon account to it and they'll give you free money. I guess it's the same thing as getting rewards. So technically the car didn't cost me $80-something, it cost me $70-something. Anyway, So I had sent everything in. You got to send in your, if you haven't, see, I didn't do my business name until just recently. Well, I had my business name, but I didn't do a business account until just recently. So I wasn't going to change anything because I didn't know what I was doing, which would have meant $300 for changing the contract and turning it over to the business name and all this nonsense. So I'm in the process of doing that. So I called, I sent emails. I went and got my own insurance through True North, which is what they use. And in a way it's cheaper, in a way it's not. Some things are cheaper, some are not. Like they want $56 for 6 months for somebody to ride with you. If you get your insurance through True North and then you add that in, that's another $112 a year, which is not what it costs to have somebody ride with you. So the money I'm saving on that, I'm spending that a little bit extra on the regular insurance, but I'm still saving money. I'll put all those numbers out there later on that. And I'll let you know what the estimated expenses are. I'm not going to go 100% into detail, but you know, I got 2 car rentals. I got permits to move the truck that were around $300, so that's about $450. And then I got fuel I had to throw in the truck, which was, well, I'm not even adding that because you got to put fuel in the truck anyway. Personally, that doesn't count. And then there's going to be a $300 contract fee to sign it because I'm switching over from my name and I'm doing a whole new contract. I think it's a $300 thing. There's a break the lease fee, which is going to take all of my MMA. There's a return the truck fee, which is a relisting fee, and some other BS, which is around $6,000, which is ridiculous. But I have enough in my MMA to cover the break the lease fee and a little bit of that. So we'll see where that gets me. There's, what else is there? I don't know. I haven't added everything up yet. The meals and hotel rooms and all that nonsense. But all in all, I haven't really spent a lot of money. So I'm actually doing pretty good. I think I only spent a couple of grand, maybe, if that. So it's worked out pretty cheap and inexpensive for me so far. Now I got here and I asked my BOA what I need because I'm changing it over to my business name. You need the article and you need your W-9. So I sent that in. She says it's still going to take 3 weeks. And I'm like, man. And the owner-operator lady had already set me up for Thursday for setting my truck up. So I sent her an email back and I said, well, my BOA says such and such and it's going to take 3 weeks. So I guess you can take me off the schedule for Thursday and I'll go from there. I'll figure something out. I guess I'll wait 3 weeks and sit around and rebuild my transmission, cut grass and all that nonsense. So after she told me that, before I took a shower, me and the wife got down and prayed about it and asked the good Lord what I need to do, because I 2 years in now, I got other options to do, and one of them is not to be with Schneider anymore. So, and it's not Landstar. I'm not really interested in Landstar. I don't know if I would want to go there. I've heard good stories and I've heard bad stories, and yeah, there's competition everywhere, but I don't think Landstar's the fit for me. I don't think they're the one I want to go to. I have an idea of where I want to go. So we prayed to the Lord, asked him, let me know what I need to do. Then we went and took a shower. I got out the shower, my phone was ringing. Oh, it's not going to take 3 weeks. We could probably still have you set up for, oh my God, I got to get a haircut. I'm sorry, guys, this drives me insane. So they called me back and said it's not going to be 3 weeks, which is great. So, hey, there's my sign, right? Guess I'll be staying on with Schneider for a little bit longer. And if it takes an extra week, you know, that's fine. I mean, I'm not paying on the truck. I got a little bit of money set aside. It's not rainy day money. I got 2 weeks of pay set aside. So, and I wasn't planning on staying out that long, but if I have to, I will. No big deal. I do have to pay the rest of a 1 week's truck payment because I didn't work at all last week and I still had the truck. because, I wasn't sure what was going to happen, which I wanted to be sure that I got that truck up there and everything before I turned the truck in and just didn't drive anymore, because you got to have something coming in. But I don't have any expenses, right? I have an AC unit that I got to pay for because mine went out several months back, and I'm paying payments on that. And I have lot rent, phone bill, electric bill, insurance. But my bills are not like you guys that have $600-700 a month car payments, $800,000-900,000 a month home payments, and all this nonsense. I don't have any of that. So I'm making sure that I pretty much pay cash for everything. And when I get my house, I'm going to have a hefty down payment. I'm not going through the crap I had to go through a while back. Never again. That's why I'm only paying such a minimal amount on this truck. Now the truck payments, $33,500, 10 down. I'm running like $600 a month with 8.5% interest. Is it the best interest rate? No, but I'm a first-time business owner, and there's some small ramifications for that. And because I have it directly withdrawn from my account, it's 8.5%, not 9%. So it's a decent rate. It's not the best rate in the world, but whatever. I'm not worried about it. I'm paying less than the other lease company I was going to. I'm paying $1,000 less than the other lease company I was going to go to, and I'm paying $3,300 or so less a month than what I was with Schneider. That includes insurance, and there's a slight upgrade. Like, my maintenance account's going to go up, so instead of paying $500 a month, I'm paying more than that. But everything else is down, and the down or the credits that I'm putting in my own pocket are way, way more than the Schneider issue stuff. So all in all, it's going to be a win-win as long as I don't have any major breakdowns. What else is there? I don't think I got nothing else on that. It's quite an adventure, but I mean, if you get your own truck, just remember, I guess I'm doing this the wrong way. I don't know. I guess I could have found out sooner rather than later that it would take a little bit longer to get business stuff processed as far as changing from my name to a S corporation, but and there's a reason I went S corp. I'm not getting into that. If you want to learn about that, speak with your accountant. If you have ATBS, dump them and get a real accountant that has several truck drivers that knows what they're doing, or do it yourself. But you won't really have anybody to ask questions about. But yeah, go look up James DeJong, Big Rig CEO, on his video. I think he might have made one on that. So on S corp or whatever, it's up to you. I mean, you can work as yourself and file as an LLC with an S corp, or file as an, I don't know how all that works. All I know is I got my accountant taking care of it. But yeah, so getting a little bit deeper in the hole. But, I pulled 30 and I still got 18 after 10 down and all the other expenses on the business account. So that tells me I spent about $2,000. So in 5 days to get everything taken care of, not including, that's right, the truck payment. My tolls are coming out for last month, and that's only like $100. And because of that $83 crap in Virginia from when I went over there, which I won't do again. So from now on, my settlements are going to be negative or zero until all this gets taken care of. Don't know when my next settlement's going to be, and this quarter is going to look like garbage. Although, well, part of it's going to look like garbage. I mean, if you look at rate per mile, will be decent, and revenue will be lower. Gross will be lower, and net will be higher. once I get it going. If I get going before the end of the quarter. If I don't, then the next quarter is just going to be nothing but net, baby. It's going to be perfect because it's going to be way above. I talked to a guy today that helps drivers out, and he said that after they did this, in about 3 quarters, they had $62K in the bank after taxes. So, or was it 60? It was 60, 62, whatever. Doesn't matter. The thing is, and I might not. Will I have that much? Will I have more? Who cares? You know what? You know what I'm saving? It doesn't matter what I have at the end of that. It depends on how hard I work and how much I want to do. Because, each person runs different. Like I've said in my previous videos, this is just an idea of what you can do. And what you can do is up to you. Because if you're like me and you got hardly any payments and you ain't got any wife, children or anything, you can get away with making even less. Heck, you can get away with living in your truck. I wouldn't want to do that. But, I have practically no payments, and it works for me. But you guys thinking you got to run 3,000 miles a week, stop. Because you don't have to run that much. There's no reason to run that much ever. Anyway, I don't think I got anything else. So, I think I'm done. Maybe I'll get to stay home an extra week. Maybe I will stay at home an extra week and just go out next week. I mean, what am I going to have? I shouldn't have any insurance payments. I shouldn't have any payments of any kind. And if they charge me for that truck, I turned it in Monday to make sure I wouldn't be on a bill this week. So she sent me an email back saying, do you mind telling me how much you're paying on your truck and where'd you got it from? I'm paying $600 a month and I got it from a private owner. What difference does it make? That's only because I spread it out 4 years. So, am I going to pay it off early? Yes, I am. But the reason I did $600 was because if COVID has a relapse, which I don't see it happening because this is a fake disease as far as I'm concerned, virus, whatever you want to call it, it's all garbage as far as I'm concerned. Okay? Doesn't matter what you say. I don't really care. Arguing with me about it, just be quiet. I don't really care. And yes, people have gotten it, and no, people have not gotten it. No. And yes, there's going to be people that have it but don't know it because they're asymptomatic and yada, yada, yada. I don't care. I really don't. I'm sick of all this garbage. I got home and I couldn't even eat it. I couldn't even eat at a restaurant. I was so unhappy. Oh, and yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to go to church last week because we had to do the run for the trucks and get them where they got to go. So, but you know what? I'm staying home at least till Monday coming up, and I'm going to church this Sunday. I will be there. No doubt about it. Especially after the way my prayers got answered today. Anyway, I think that's about it for the update. I can't think of anything else. The good thing is it's not going to take 3 weeks to get it set up. The bad thing is I went to pull my oil sample, right? Okay, I didn't pull an oil sample. All right, kick me, smack me, whatever. Is it drastic? Maybe. Hopefully not. Pray to God it ain't, because you don't do the right checks on the truck when you buy it, and you could be SOL. But I didn't pull the oil sample when I went up there to pick it up because the kit didn't come in till, what was it, Monday or something like that. This is Wednesday, Tuesday. This is Tuesday. The kit didn't come until like Friday, right? And I was already up there picking the truck up Thursday, I think. I don't even know anymore. Days are still blending together. So I didn't do that, right? But I had bought a siphon kit. And stupid me, I bought a siphon kit for a regular gas tank and whatnot. So when I went up there, I went to get the oil sample, and I did not have the right size hose. So I'm going to have to go to the webpage and buy a siphon kit that'll fit in the thing, in the oil fill tube. The other issue, the oil fill, the dipstick tube. But then again, it has a bypass a filter bypass. Well, it's not a bypass. One of them external filtration systems that adds extra microns of filtration to your oil system. And I didn't even check. I forgot about it. Didn't even check to see if it had a release valve or anything built into it. So I might have an oil siphon kit for sale or for free. Depends on how much I pay for it. You know, if it's $20, I'll give it to somebody for $5. But hey, that's about it. I ain't got nothing else. Although, you know, no, I ain't got nothing else. That's about it. 20 minutes of rambling. Y'all have a blessed day.